I'm an investor in Axis Mutual Fund scheme. What should I be doing? Many of my friends, investors, clients have called me in the last week to figure out what really is this big Axis Mutual Fund scam. If you're an investor in mutual fund, this video is for you. So what really happened? What did the Axis Mutual Fund managers do? What is this front running? Why did the management take a call on investigation? Finally, if you're an investor, what should you as an investor do? I've covered this entire set of topics in this video. Please do watch it till the end. Axis Mutual Fund is one of the top 10 mutual fund houses in India. They manage over 2.6 lakh crores and it is one of the consistent fund houses. So I believe most of the investors will have some sort of a relationship with Axis Mutual Fund, especially in funds like Axis Blue Chip and Axis Mid Cap Fund. Just last week, they released a press note saying they have conducted a suo motu investigation on two of the fund managers pending some irregularities. Apparently, one of the fund managers' luxurious lifestyle and Lamborghini triggered this investigation. While the size of the scam is said to be about 1,000 crores, I strongly believe it's not going to be this big. So, what is this scam? Have they swindled away your money? Over the last few years, our mutual funds and securities have been very tightly regulated. So, you can be pretty much assured that none of your money has been swindled. But then, these two fund managers are involved in something called front running. What is front running? In simple terms, it is tip. Remember your friend coming and saying, "Dost, मेरे को tip मिला, market में ये होने वाला है." This is exactly front running. Let me give you a detailed example. Let's say I'm the fund manager of an XYZ mutual fund. I know that I've decided to buy a particular stock on Monday. But I call up a friend of mine or a broker and tell them to load up on my stock a day or 2 or 3 days before so that they can sell it off to me on Monday. And we all know that Axis Mutual Fund is huge, and when they buy, especially illiquid or lowly liquid stocks, the price jumps up significantly. Therefore, the guys who bought beforehand get huge amount of profits, and this can be true for the river which is selling also. This is profiteering from information free hand, which is definitely legal. On the other hand, there's one more way of doing this. You tell the broker that I'm going to buy 1,000 shares of XYZ company, which is not very liquid. Therefore, you load upon that, and when it comes to buying, you quote me a very high price. The difference can be shared between you and me. Apparently, these two fund managers have been using various ways to pass on the information and thus grab a good share of profits. So, are all the schemes of Axis Mutual Fund under the scam? Thankfully, no. There are only 7 schemes that these fund managers use to manage: Axis Nifty ETF, Banking ETF, Technology ETF, Consumption ETF, Axis Arbitrage Fund, Axis Quant Fund, and Axis Value Fund. These are the 7 schemes that these two fund managers use to manage together. The good news is most of the funds are ETFs, and therefore the impact would not be so very high. What I suspect is that the biggest contributor to these guys' profits would be Axis Quant and Axis Value Fund. The total assets under management of these two schemes put together is about 1,700 crores. So substantial. Now let's try and quantify what kind of profit these guys would have made. Again, this is just a speculation. As you all know, large and mid-cap companies are a lot more liquid. So profiteering from information that you're going to buy at Reliance or Bajaj Finance or Axis Bank is not going to help. As we all know, large and mid-cap are a lot more liquid. So the chances of profiteering from information on this is zero. The only place where the fund manager could have made a lot of profits is from small cap. Look at the asset allocation. I could see that the size of small cap in these two mutual funds is roughly about 60 crores. Therefore, I strongly believe that the media is very wrong when they say that the size of the scam is at least 1,000 crores, which I don't really think until these fund managers have used information that is available to them as fund managers of other fund managers action, taking some big small cap exposure using their illegal means. What does it mean for investor? How much have lost? Let's try and quantify it. I personally don't see a major loss for investors until unless the fund manager buy and the sell price are way above normal. And it is going to be possible only in the liquid stocks. As I said earlier, the impact may not be very high, but this is an issue of integrity. This is an issue of corporate governance. We better have a solution faster. Let's assume you're an investor in Axis Quant and Axis Value Fund. What should you do? My opinion, you should try and exit whenever you find it appropriate. After all, the management right now would be focusing on clearing up the team, cleaning up the team, focusing back on corporate governance, getting these things sorted. So my belief is exit at an appropriate time. If you have any questions, please feel free to write to me. Good luck and happy investing.